Well, it's been dubbed a silent killer and a poor cousin of the heart attack. But peripheral artery disease can be just as dangerous. The condition affects large numbers of older Australians, with women and First Nations people often at higher risk. The Heart Research Institute has set up a centre in Sydney to study the disease, and we're pleased to say Associate Professor Mary Kavurma joins us now. Good morning to you, Professor.
Good morning, thanks for having me.
Really interested to hear that this new centre, part of its remit will be to raise the profile of this insidious disease, because it's something I hadn't heard much about. Tell us all about it.
So peripheral artery disease is quite a complex, quite a debilitating condition, and it is a result of atherosclerosis, which is the plaque build-up in your arteries that supply blood to the lower extremities, most commonly in the limbs. And so if it's left untreated, it can lead to limb pain, it can lead to non-healing wounds and ulcers, and it can also lead to gangrene. And so the most severe form of peripheral artery disease can necessitate surgical amputation. In Australia, the statistics are quite remarkable. It's an amputation every 2 to 3 hours, so it's quite a significant disease that we need to be thinking more about and increasing awareness of.
That statistic is absolutely staggering. And Mary, how does it present when people start to realise they're unwell? Is it a slower build-up to, say, like a heart attack or a stroke, for example?
So part of the problem with peripheral artery disease is that 50% of patients don't actually have typical symptoms and their diagnosis might be missed, or they might not even know that they're actually, or that they have peripheral artery disease. The biggest issue is, of course, peripheral artery disease patients can die from heart attack and stroke. So every time they have an amputation, for example, this increases their risk of heart attack and stroke. So I think we just need to increase that awareness. The symptoms are predominantly limb pain or calf pain when you're exercising that might be relieved at rest in the more earlier stages. So this can generally be not considered by everyday individuals who are busy, who are active, who are running after their families. They might not think that this is anything important. So it's really quite important that if you do have pain in your limbs and calves, or you have cold extremities, or you've got numbness in your feet, to go and speak to your GP and ask about peripheral artery disease.
And tell us about the intention of the new centre. Will it be to look at early diagnosis and new campaigns around peripheral artery disease?
Yeah, so we're super excited because, look, peripheral artery disease costs our economy more than $875 million, and this is actually going to increase because of diabetes and our ageing population. And so to supercharge research into this condition, which is completely underdiagnosed, undertreated and understudied, we recently at the Heart Research Institute set up this Centre for Peripheral Artery Disease, and our goal is to enhance diagnosis, it's to come up with new treatment options for these patients, it's to transform patient care and to increase awareness of peripheral artery disease. And really we've come together in as a collective hub. We have medical researchers, we've got clinicians and vascular surgeons, we've got patients with lived-in experience. So the idea is to bring everyone together to identify the gaps in knowledge and to come up with solutions so that we can have better outcomes for these patients in the long run.
I hope it's a really exciting phase, and it's really good to learn more about it. Mary, thanks so much for joining us on Breakfast Morning.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.